Hi, we usually have a Veterans Day ceremony here at West Hill, but since we can't because of COVID, I put together a little presentation. First, what is a veteran? A veteran, whether active duty, discharged, retired, or reserve, is someone who, at one point in his or her life, wrote a blank check made payable to the United States of America for an amount up to and including his or her life. Think of that for a moment. Veterans are people who are willing to die for the United States of America. They're willing to die for you and me. So, what about the history of Veterans Day? Well, Veterans Day originated as Armistice Day on November 11, 1919, as the first anniversary of the end of World War I. Armistice Day officially received its name in America in 1926 through a congressional resolution to have it as an annual observance. It became a national holiday 12 years later in 1938 by similar congressional action. If the idealistic hope had been realized that World War I was truly the war to end all wars, November 11th might still be called Armistice Day. But only a few years after the holiday was proclaimed, war broke out in Europe. Realizing that peace was equally preserved by veterans of World War II in Korea, Congress was requested to make this day an occasion to honor all those who served in all American wars. In 1954, President Eisenhower signed a bill proclaiming November 11th as Veterans Day. Veterans Day is not to be confused with Memorial Day. Memorial Day honors American service members who died in service to their country or as a result of injuries occurred during battle, while Veterans Day pays tribute to all American veterans, living or dead. It is a time to give our veterans thanks. Doesn't matter if they served during peacetime or wartime. And it doesn't matter whether they served in the Coast Guard, U.S. Merchant Marines, Navy, Marines, Army, or Air Force. They are among our nation's finest citizens. These are individuals who reflect the spirit of patriotism. These are individuals whose lives embody service and responsibility. On Veterans Day, November 11th, we honor their solemn pledge to defend our freedom. We thank them for their example of service and sacrifice, and we pledge to uphold their legacy by remembering the important role that they played in all our lives. As you can see, the greatest amount of veterans are living veterans, and they are from the Gulf War period. As R. James Nicholson says, the unity that is America springs from one cause: freedom. Generation after generation, Americans have stepped forward to defend our freedom and to preserve the founding principles of this great nation. West Hill has a lot of relatives and community members who are veterans. When JRTC visited classrooms a year or two back, they identified 142 veterans. We also have veterans here on the staff at West Hill, whether it's Major Weber to Mr. Ng, they are all veterans. We also have a number of staff members who are related to veterans. Stamford veterans. So if this was a normal year, we'd have veterans come into the school and we'd have a ceremony. This is a picture of the veterans ceremony last year held at the new Veterans Park. I'm sitting right here. This is Miss Lillian Walla. She lives in our community. She is in her 90s. I won't say exactly her age, but she's very young for her age. She served in World War II as in the Army Nurse Corps. And she's a number of times been here and spoken at West Hill, and she also works for the American Red Cross. Here are some pictures from past Veterans Days celebrations in Stamford. Here are some veterans up on our stage. Here, JRTC marching in the Veterans Day Parade. Veterans Day Parade pictures. So here again, sharing some pictures of Stamford veterans. So we would like you all to take some time on November 11th to think about the veterans who have served our country. We want to thank them for their service. You could, whenever you see a veteran, you could just simply say, thank you for serving this country. You could go and find one of the West Hill staff members who are a veteran and say to them, thank you for serving our country. November 11th, a day to remember our veterans. Thank you.